Good morning, class. My name is Poonam Dwivedi and I am your social science teacher. So today we are going to start a new chapter in history, that is chapter 9, and the name of the chapter is the making of regional culture. So let's see what all are the topics we are going to cover in this chapter. First topic is the Cheras and the development of Malayalam. Second, rulers and religious traditions, the Jagannath cult, the Rajputs and traditions of heroism beyond regional frontiers, the story of Kathak, painting for patron, the tradition of miniature, a closer look Bengal, peers and temples, fish as food. So let's see our first topic, that is introduction. First point says it is quite common for us to identify a region with its language. Thus, we call a person Bengali or Punjabi on the basis of language which he speaks. So, first point says it is easier for us to identify a person by the language he speaks. If he is speaking Punjabi, so we assume that the person belongs from Punjab. The same way, if the person is speaking Bengali, then we assume that he is from West Bengal. Second point says every region is identified with a certain distinct type of food, clothing, poetry, dance, painting, and music. So, every region has different culture, different religion, and different dance form or music. Okay, and painting, food. Every region has different. Language is quite closely connected to a region. So language is quite connected to a region, as we have discussed just now, that if we identify a person, if he is speaking Punjabi, then he belongs to Punjab. So language is quite closely connected to a region. So now we'll see the first topic, that is the Cheras and the development of Malayalam. So Malayalam is the language. First point says Chera kingdom, kingdom of Mahodayapuram. So Chera is a kingdom of Mahodayapuram, established in the 9th century in southwest part of peninsula. So Mahodayapuram was established in the 9th century in the southwestern part of the peninsula. So now we'll discuss the region and language of Chera kingdom. That is, Malayalam was spoken in this area. So which language was spoken? Malayalam language was spoken in this area. The rulers introduced Malayalam language and script in their inscription. So what does the ruler did? Ruler inscripted. Ruler used the Malayalam language as their language in the inscriptions. Okay, so and they also use the Malayalam as their official language. So now we'll see the further topics. Okay, now we are going to see our next topic, that is rulers and religious traditions, the Jagannath cult. Okay, so in this topic we are going to study about the rulers and the religious tradition of Jagannath cult. So basically Jagannath means Jagannath. Okay, if we'll cut Jagannath in two parts, then it will be Jagan and Nath. So what do you mean by Jagan? Jagan matlab hota hai Jagat. And what do you mean by Jagat in English? Jagat means world. And what do you mean by Nath? Nath means God, Bhagwan. Okay. So the Jagannath temple. Okay, so Jagannath is a temple which is located in Odisha. Okay, in the place Puri, Odisha. The first point says in several regions, regional cultures developed around religious traditions. So we have in several regions various regional cultures and regional traditions emerged. So what do you mean by region? As we can see, so many R's are there. That is regions, religion, and religious. Okay. So first we'll understand the region. Region means if this is India, okay. Okay, so this is our western region. This is our south. This is our south region. This is our eastern region, and this is our north region. Okay, so these are the regions. Activities which are performed in this region are known as a regional culture. Okay, and what do you mean by religious tradition? Religious traditions means all the religious things which are being followed in that state or in that city. Okay, in that city or state, that is known as a religious. मतलब जो धर्म वाले जो जितने पूजा पूजा पाठ से जो रिलेटेड होते हैं, that is known as a religious tradition. Okay, so this was the difference between region, regional cultures and religious traditions. So next point says the local people made a wooden image of deity which originally a local god named to be identified with Vishnu. So local people made a wooden image of their local god which they turned up after a lot of time, or after some time they got to know that it's the image which they made was of Vishnu. Okay, so in this this wooden image shows the cultural difference. Okay, cultural difference of this region, as in other state or region we have seen the images of stone. Okay, so other regions में stone की images बनाई जाती थी, whereas in this region, in Odisha or the in Jagannath cult, we have seen that people made the image of God or image of Vishnu with wooden. Okay, with wood. तो जो लोग हैं उन्होंने विष्णु भगवान की जो मूर्ति है, they made it through wood. Okay, they made it up of wood. Temple became a center of pilgrimage. Okay, so why Jagannath temple became the center of pilgrimage? Because there was a Rath Yatra which is very popular in Jagannath और उड़ीसा. ठीक है, तो आप लोगों ने रथ यात्रा के बारे में सुना होगा. ठीक है, तो वहां पे क्या होता है कि जो रथ है उसे रस्सी से बांध दिया जाता है. They tie it up with rope and people pull that rope and फिर वो आगे आगे करके उस रथ को बढ़ाते जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो जो रथ यात्रा है जगन्नाथ की, that is very popular in this region. That is why this temple is the center of the pilgrimage. जैसे कि सेंटर ऑफ द पिलग्रिमेज मतलब क्या हो गया कि यहाँ पे लोग, जैसे जो टेम्पल फेमस हो गया, ठीक है, तो वहां पे लोग क्या करते हैं, वहां पे लोग पूजा करने के लिए जरूर जाते हैं. जैसे this is one of the examples, like if you visit Odisha, then you must have to worship or go to visit that temple, because it is very much popular. Okay, so we can take the example of Vaishno Devi. Okay, Vaishno Devi Mandir, Vaishno Devi temple in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, and the same way we can take the example of Tirupati Balaji in Hyderabad. Okay, Sai Baba हो गए. ठीक है, so these are the famous temples. क्यों? क्योंकि उनकी पॉपुलैरिटी इतनी ज्यादा है. That is why it is a center of the pilgrimage. अगर आप उस स्टेट में गए हो, then you will definitely go and visit that place. Okay, so this was the point. That is why center of pilgrimage was a Jagannath temple was a center. The third point is the Rajput and traditions of heroism. So first point says in the 19th century the Rajasthan of today was called Rajputana by the British. So in 19th century the British called the Rajasthan which we know today by another name which was known as Rajputana. ठीक है, so Rajputana was the name of Rajasthan. Next point is there are many groups who call themselves Rajputs in northern and central India. So not only the Rajasthan people but also the northern parts of India and central part of India, people call them Rajputs. Then next point is Prithviraj Chauhan was one such ruler, and we have heard lots of stories about Prithviraj Chauhan, Maharana Pratap. Okay, these were the famous rulers. Okay, who fought against their right. Okay, who fought against the other ruler who were conquering their state or their kingdom. Okay, so Prithviraj Chauhan was one of the famous leader who fought very hardly for their kingdom to get back. Okay, so पृथ्वीराज चौहान जो है वो आप जानते ही हैं कि बहुत ही फेमस लीडर रहे हैं जिन्होंने ही फॉट अगेंस्ट मोहम्मद गौरी. ठीक है, उन्होंने मोहम्मद गौरी के खिलाफ बहुत युद्ध लड़ा जिसमें कि द बैटल ही फॉट फर्स्ट ही वॉन दैट. ठीक है, जो पहली बैटल उन्होंने लड़ी वो जीत गए थे. द नेक्स्ट बैटल अनफॉर्चुनेटली ही लॉस्ट इट. ओके, एंड मोहम्मद गौरी killed him. Okay, so this was the end of Prithviraj Chauhan. So next point was women had been given a heroic image since they committed sati or self-immolation. So as it was a rule for rulers that they don't have to bend their knees towards the other ruler who is fighting against him. तो इनका ऐसा, जो पृथ्वीराज चौहान थे उनका ऐसा मानना था, या ऑल द राजपूत रूलर्स, उनका ऐसा मानना था कि उन्हें कभी भी झुकना नहीं है. ठीक है, अगर वो भले ही जंग में हार जाएं, उनका मर्डर कर दिया जाए, इफ दे आर बीइंग डिफीटेड दे विल नॉट बेंड देयर नीज अगेंस्ट द रूलर. ठीक है, जो सामने वाला रूलर है, अगेंस्ट टू whom they are fighting, उन्हें नील डाउन नहीं करना है, भले ही उनको मृत्यु मिल जाए. ठीक है, भले ही वो वीर गति को प्राप्त हो जाए, लेकिन उन्हें नील डाउन नहीं करना है. द सेम वे ऑल द वुमेन्स वर ऑल्सो द symbolic of heroism. How if the ruler lost the battle, okay, so the would-be king would take over the kingdom. Okay, अगर जो राजा है वो हार गया तो क्या होगा, तो जो वुड बी किंग है, जो अगेंस्ट में लड़ रहा है, अब वो टेक ओवर कर लेगा किंगडम को. तो व्हाट द वुमन थॉट, वुमन ने सोचा कि हम क्या करेंगे, हम उस राजा के अंडर में नहीं जाएंगे, वी विल नॉट गो अंडर दैट किंग. ओके, तो व्हाट डिड दे डू, दे डिड द जोहर. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय जोहर? जोहर क्या होता है, जो रानियां होती थी, ऑल द क्वीन और द लेडीज इन द किंगडम, तो वो क्या करती थी, दे डिड द जोहर, वो एक अपने आप को समर्पित कर देती थी. ठीक है, तो जिससे कि वो उन लोगों को दूसरे राजा के अंडर में न जाना पड़े. ठीक है, सो दे थॉट दैट वी विल फाइट अगेंस्ट आवर डिग्निटी. ठीक है, हम अपनी डिग्निटी को जाने नहीं देंगे. ठीक है, सो दिस वॉज अबाउट द राजपूताना. Now we will see our next topic, that is beyond regional frontiers, the story of Kathak. So beyond frontiers, we will study the story of Kathak. So Kathak is basically a dance form of Uttar Pradesh. It is the dance form of Uttar Pradesh. First point is the heroic traditions of various regions also help in the evolution of dance in several regions. So first point says that various region also supports or it develops various dance forms like Kathak. Kathak. If we will go into the meaning of Kathak, then Kathak is derived from the word Katha. ठीक है, आप लोगों ने कथा जो पंडित जी सुनाते हैं when we do पूजा, तो कथा होती है ना, तो that is the word. Okay, so Katha is derived. So Kathak is derived from the word Katha. So Katha means a story. ठीक है, तो कथा मतलब क्या होता है, स्टोरी होता है. And Kathak is a dance form which tells the story in form of dance. तो कथक एक क्या डांस फॉर्म है जो कि हमें अपने डांस के थ्रू एक स्टोरी बताती है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, वन सच डांस was Kathak, which was evolved in northern India. The Kathak initially were a caste of storytellers in North Indian temple. So Kathak was a dance form and which was evolved in North India, and Kathak initially were a caste of storytellers, और जो स्टोरी बताते थे, through which they were the person who was telling the story through its dance form. तो उन्हें क्या कहा जाता था? उन्हें कथास कहा जाता था in North Indian temples. तो पहले में in before centuries, the people who performed the dance in the Indian temples. Before, people used to perform their dance skills in temples. Next point says the legends of Radha Krishna were enacted in fourth place known as Ras Leela. So Ras Leela is basically the dance is basically known as the dance between Lord Krishna and Goddess राधा. ठीक है, तो जो डांस फॉर्म है रासलीला, अगर रासलीला बोला जाए तो क्या होता है आपके दिमाग में? फर्स्ट यू विल the thought which comes in first in your mind is Bhagwan, that is Lord Krishna and goddess Radha. ठीक है, तो क्या है कि आपके दिमाग में फट से आता है कि अच्छा रासलीला का नाम जैसे लिया जाए तो आपके दिमाग में फट से क्या जाता है? दिमाग में आपके आ जाता है कि कृष्ण जी और राधा का डांस. ठीक है, जहाँ पे राधा जो कृष्ण जी हैं वो गोपियों के साथ में डांस करते थे. ओके, the last point says it integrated folk dance with the basic gesture of Kathak storytellers. So this folk dance is basically a dance form which tells the story about about a concept. ठीक है, तो ये क्या होता है कि जब भी कथक डांस किया जाता है तो इट इज बेसिकली बेस्ड ऑन अ कॉन्सेप्ट. ठीक है, उसी को ही स्टोरी के फॉर्म में बताया जाता है. ठीक है, तो जो कथक है वो क्या करता है? तो जो कथक डांस है द परफॉर्मर्स एक्सप्रेस a story in the form of dance. So this was it for the fourth topic, that is beyond regional frontiers, the story of Kathak. Now we will see our next topic. That is paintings for patron, the tradition of miniature. The first point says during this period one more tradition which deserves our attention is the miniature painting. So in this period one of the tradition emerged, and the name of the tradition which emerged was the miniature painting. Miniatures are small size paintings done in water color on cloth or paper. So this is a painting which is done on the with the help of watercolors on cloth or paper. So this is made by painters. So the second point says Akbar, Jahangir and Shah Jahan hired highly skilled painters to illustrate their manuscripts containing historical accounts and poetry. So what does the ruler of ancient time did? They hired skilled painters to illustrate their manuscripts containing historical accounts and poetry. If this means that if a ruler is going somewhere, then he takes the painter with him and he tells him to paint that moment. Okay, so the ruler tells the painter to paint that moment for him, so that that painting can be used as a future reference. Okay, it can be used for the future generation for remembering that past. Okay, so that painting depicts that painting was an evidence of the past. One bold style of miniature painting was called Basohali. So one of the bold style of miniature painting was known as the Basohali. One of the most popular paintings of Himalayas region was Bhanudatta's Rasa Manjari. Okay, so Ras Manjari, Bhanudatta's Ras Manjari was one of the popular paintings of Himalayas region. The next point says that Kangra artists by mid-18th century infused a new life into miniature painting. So the Kangra artists infused new life to the miniature painting. So this was about the miniature painting. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is the growth of a regional language Bengal. First point says regional language is a language which a person speaks in a region. So regional language is a language which is spoken by the local people. That is known as the regional language. Okay. So here we are talking about the Bengal. So what is the regional language of Bengal? Bengal regional language is Bengali. It is generally assumed that Bengali language is spoken by people of Bengal. So it is generally assumed that Bengalis speak Bengali language. Bengali originated from Sanskrit but later on developed its own identity and literature. So all the languages are basically originated from Sanskrit, but after or later on, Bengali language developed its own identity and literature. So now we will see our next topic. Now we will see our next topic, that is peers and temples. The first point says from 16th century people migrated in large numbers from less fertile western Bengal to the forested and marshy of southeastern Bengal. So from 16th century people migrated. Migrated means moving from one place to another. So people migrated in large numbers from less fertile Bengal to forestry or forested and massif of southwestern or southeastern Bengal. So people migrated. From one place to another in Bengal only. With Mughal control over Bengal, the capital shifted to Dhaka. So now the rulers were Mughals. Mughals have conquered the Bengal and they have shifted the capital to Dhaka. Officials received land grants, mosques were set up. So as Mughals were the new ruler, so they have set up lots of mosques. Okay, in Bengal. Next point says the early settlers got help from teachers called peers. So the early settlers, the persons who were new to the region, they got help from the teachers, and the teachers were known as the peers. They included saints or Sufis and prominent religious personalities. So peers included not only the Sufis, but they also included the saints and prominent religious personalities. The persons who directed the people towards the devotion of God were Sufis, were also included in peers. The persons were saints and Sufis. The last topic is fish as food. Bengalis had fish as food. So the famous dish of Bengal is Machhi Bhat, that is known as rice and fish. Popularity of fish made even Bengal Brahmins to eat fish. As the fish has got the popularity, so the Brahmin Bengalis also had to eat it. So if you are a Bengali, you should have to eat fish. Okay. So this is all about your chapter. That is the making of regional culture. Now we are going to end up our chapter. Thank you for watching.